L.S. Larky's chapter, You Shall Not Bear False Witness, in the Unified Theory of You, presents a profound and illuminating exploration of this essential commandment. By intricately linking spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical insights, L.S. Larky delves into the profound depths of honesty, integrity, and the power of language. Rooted in the intrinsic connection to Mercury, the first dimension and the divine attribute of foundation, this commandment transcends mere ethical guidance, offering a transformative perspective on the construction of reality and the integrity of our social fabric. The commandment, You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, is intrinsically linked to the planet Mercury, which symbolizes communication, language, and intellect. Mercury's connection to the first dimension underscores the commandment's foundational role in the creation and manifestation of reality. Language, as the medium through which we express and construct our understanding of the world, holds immense power. The misuse of this power through deceitful language is akin to dark magic, fostering worlds of illusion, fantasy, and misinformation that threaten to destabilize the very foundations upon which our world rests. The chapter underscores the profound power of words and the responsibility that comes with their use. Mercury, as the planet of communication, signifies that words carry significant power. Misusing words equates to misusing this power, leading to negative consequences both for the individual and the community. Integrity and honesty are foundational to humanity and indispensable for our collective functioning. These attributes are as crucial as our physical interactions because our existence depends on both. L.S. Larky highlights that the necessities of food, water, shelter, love, and language form the foundation upon which life in the physical realm is constructed. Through language, these elements are integrated into our daily lives, shaping our reality and societal structures. Speaking falsely about others, even in seemingly trivial situations, undermines this foundation. If a community lacks honesty and integrity, its foundation will inevitably begin to disintegrate, leading to its collapse. L.S. Larky delves into the severe karmic repercussions of bearing false witness. Violating this commandment disrupts the balance of space-time, resonating negative karmic energy that continually impacts our lives until balance is restored. This balance is not easily achieved, resulting in harsh penalties for deceitful behavior. The chapter emphasizes that the divine is always listening and our words should reflect holiness and integrity. The association of this commandment with the Sabbath, a time of holiness and reflection, underscores the importance of sanctifying our speech. Just as we cleanse what we consume, we must also purify our words. The law of one acknowledges the power of words, and self-deprecation violates this law. We must speak positively about ourselves and others, manifesting our reality to its utmost potential and fulfilling the divine mandate of truth and integrity. L.S. Larky's exploration leads to a deeper contemplation of the intent behind falsehoods. Why might an individual choose to falsify information about another person? Often, such behavior is driven by a desire for what the other person possesses, such as respect or recognition. This insight seamlessly transitions to the 10th and final commandment, You shall not covet. The chapter suggests that falsehoods are often rooted in envy and a desire to possess what belongs to others, further emphasizing the interconnectedness of the commandments. L.S. Larky introduces an enlightening concept by highlighting Mercury's supersymmetry with Neptune, which is linked to the commandment against making false idols. This correlation underscores a profound truth. Just as we should not create false idols, we must also refrain from making false statements. The creation of false idols involves presenting something deceptive and illusory, leading people astray from the divine truth. Similarly, bearing false witness constructs a world of deceit and illusion, distorting reality and undermining the foundation of trust and integrity. This dual emphasis on the avoidance of falsehood, whether in idols or words, reveals a deeper spiritual alignment that calls for authenticity and truth in both our perceptions and expressions. In the Unified Theory of You, L.S. Larkey's exploration of the commandment "You shall not bear false witness" is both profound and transformative. The chapter offers a stellar and illuminating interpretation that delves into the spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical dimensions of this ancient edict. By emphasizing the power of words, the importance of integrity, and the broader societal implications of deceit, L.S. Larkey challenges readers to reflect on their actions and their impact on others. This chapter stands as a beacon of light, guiding readers towards a deeper understanding of personal integrity and the sanctity of relationships. It encourages us to honor the divine order, recognizing the profound implications of our words and striving for truth in all our interactions. Through this epic exploration, L.S. Larkey invites us to transcend our limitations, protect the sanctity of communication, and fulfill our divine purpose in harmony with the Creator's plan. By embracing the principles outlined in this commandment, we are called to create a world where honesty and integrity prevail, and where the foundation of Mercury shines through our words and actions. This commandment, rooted in the cosmic dance of existence, serves as a reminder of the divine law that guides us towards unity and truth, leading us on a path of enlightenment and transcendence. Part 1. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The planet Saturn, the seventh dimension and mercy, in the Unified Theory of You by L.S. Larkey. The commandment to remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy is explored with profound depth, linking it to the seventh dimension, the planet Saturn, and the divine attributes of mercy and compassion. This commandment is not just a call for rest, but an intricate connection to our capacity for benevolence and altruism, deeply intertwined with our oral and respiratory functions. This commandment highlights the sanctity of our speech, suggesting that every word originating from our lips should uphold the value of sanctity. The seventh dimension, associated with Saturn, connects to the oral cavity, which serves as a conduit for vocalizations and facilitates respiration through the nasal cavity. This interplay of speech and breath signifies the dual dimensions, tangible and transcendental, embodied within the element of water, encapsulated by air. Saturn exhibits supersymmetry with Earth, linking it with aesthetics and the heart, infusing our existence with affection and beauty. The divine communicates a profound message that his love for us transcends both physical and spiritual realms, urging us to slow down and recognize the sanctity of the seventh day. The Decalogue, particularly the fourth commandment, invites us into a deeper exploration of the Sabbath. Initially perceived as a day of rest, it unfolds into a complex tapestry of divine intention. The essence of Jewish mysticism encapsulates the sanctity of the Sabbath, drawing us back to the 6 days of creation and the divine rest on the seventh. This journey prompts us to reconsider the nature of these days and their alignment with the divine's definition. On the first day of creation, the divine spiritual aura encompassed the nascent world, initially an aquatic realm. This foundational framework of water underscores its celestial substance, supporting life and existing within dual worlds, physical and spiritual. The commandment to sanctify the Sabbath, therefore, is a reminder of the divine's omnipresence and the sacred nature of water. Exploring the fifth and sixth days of creation, we uncover the dimensions of cognition and physical existence. Birds and marine life inhabit the fifth dimension, while terrestrial animals and humanity were created in the sixth, signifying the intersection of physical and spiritual realms. This progression reveals that days represent dimensions, with the seventh day embodying the divine attributes of mercy and compassion, residing within Saturn's domain. In pondering the nature of divine rest, we are compelled to delve deeper into the metaphysical implications of the Sabbath. The divine's rest on the seventh day symbolizes not merely a cessation of activity, but a profound spiritual state of completion and sanctity. The concept of divine rest invites us to reflect on the nature of existence itself, urging us to align our lives with the rhythm of creation. The Sabbath, therefore, becomes a gateway to higher spiritual dimensions, where we can experience the divine attributes of mercy and compassion. This alignment with the seventh dimension, facilitated by Saturn, allows us to transcend the limitations of our physical existence and connect with the infinite nature of the divine. Water, as a celestial substance, plays a pivotal role in our spiritual transformation. Its presence in both physical and spiritual realms highlights its dual nature and its ability to bridge the gap between these worlds. The sacredness of water is emphasized throughout the creation narrative, illustrating its fundamental role in supporting life and facilitating spiritual growth. By recognizing the sanctity of water and its connection to the Sabbath, we are reminded of the profound interconnectedness of all creation. The Sabbath commandment calls us to honor this interconnectedness by treating water and all elements of creation with reverence and respect. This concludes part one of our exploration into the sacred commandment, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, as elucidated in by L.S. Larkey. For further insights and to join us for part two, follow us on Atlantean Astrology on YouTube or TikTok, where we host over 400 videos based on this divinely illuminated text. This channel offers profound wisdom that promises to transform consciousness and catapult humanity into a new paradigm of reality and transcendence. Embark on this epic journey with us and awaken to the boundless potential of your divine nature. The commandment, "You shall not murder," in the Unified Theory of You. Larkey's chapter, "You Shall Not Murder," in the Unified Theory of You, presents an epic and illuminating exploration of this foundational commandment. By weaving together profound spiritual insights with cosmic symbolism, the chapter delves deep into the essence of divine justice, the sanctity of life, and the cosmic interplay between Mars and Jupiter. The commandment, "You shall not murder," is intricately linked with the divine attributes of triumph and victory embodied by Mars. Mars represents our physical actions in the tangible world, driven by the internal principles of justice and moral integrity, symbolized by Jupiter. This cosmic relationship highlights the profound connection between our inner sense of justice and our external actions. When we lose a loved one to murder, the internal stirring of justice within Jupiter ignites a powerful urge for retribution. This urge finds its physical expression through Mars, embodying our desire for retaliation. This interplay is not merely about seeking vengeance, but about understanding the deeper cosmic principles that govern our existence. It is through this divine justice that we find purpose, strength, and the pursuit of victory and honor. The chapter underscores the inherent sanctity of life, a universal truth that requires little debate. Larkey delves into the spiritual depths to reveal that only God, the Creator, possesses the authority over life and death. This divine mandate categorically prohibits any individual from ending another's life, emphasizing that all souls are God's creation, and only God determines the beginning and end of a soul's journey. The concept of evil, as articulated in the divine context, refers to the malevolent act of deceitfully taking a life. Despite our awareness of divine surveillance, we often forget the constant presence of the Creator. This chapter serves as a potent reminder that our actions are never hidden from the divine gaze. Larkey provides a profound analysis of the systemic impact of murder, illustrating how it induces fear, anger, and a thirst for revenge, which can span generations and dismantle entire communities and nations. The biblical account of the concubine slaughtered by the tribe of Benjamin, leading to the near extinction of the tribe, serves as a poignant example of how the quest for justice and revenge can unravel the very fabric of society. This narrative elucidates the far-reaching consequences of murder, highlighting how such acts can permeate deeply into the collective consciousness, driving individuals and communities towards cycles of violence and retribution. It is within this context that the commandment, "You shall not murder," takes on a profound significance, urging us to break these destructive cycles and embrace divine justice and compassion. The commandments and sovereignty. You shall not murder is one of the 5 commandments addressing the physical sphere, each representing a unique dimension of the law of unity and sovereignty. These commandments guide us in navigating the delicate balance between free will and divine authority. Each commandment within the physical sphere explores different aspects of the same law of sovereignty, emphasizing that our actions have profound consequences on our journey towards the Creator. By taking a life, we rob individuals of their opportunity to evolve and fulfill their divine purpose. This act of destruction extends beyond the individual, affecting the collective journey of humanity towards spiritual enlightenment. The chapter draws a parallel between murder and other forms of violation, such as adultery, illustrating how each transgression disrupts the divine order and the law of unity. The divine call to protect life. The commandment, "You shall not murder," calls us to recognize the sacredness of life and the divine authority that governs it. It urges us to honor and protect life, understanding that each soul's journey is a vital part of the cosmic tapestry. This divine mandate challenges us to transcend our base instincts, guided by the principles of justice and compassion, and to embrace our role as stewards of life. Larkey's exploration invites us to elevate our consciousness, to understand the sacred interconnectedness of all beings, and to align our actions with the divine plan. The interplay between Mars and Jupiter, the physical and the spiritual, the internal and the external, reveals the intricate dance of existence, urging us to honor the divine essence within every soul. A path to enlightenment. As we contemplate the commandment, "You shall not murder," we are invited to reflect on our place in the universe, to recognize the divine spark within ourselves and others, and to commit to a path of justice, compassion, and spiritual enlightenment. This commandment, rooted in the cosmic principles of Mars and Jupiter, challenges us to rise above our limitations, to protect the sacred gift of life, and to fulfill our divine purpose in harmony with the Creator's plan. In conclusion, this chapter offers a stellar and profound examination of one of humanity's most fundamental moral edicts. Larkey's insights provide a comprehensive understanding that integrates spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical wisdom, encouraging readers to embrace the interconnectedness of all things and strive for a balanced, enlightened existence. The chapter is a beacon of light, guiding us towards a deeper appreciation of life's sanctity and our divine responsibilities within the cosmic order. The commandment, "Thou shalt not commit adultery," A.L.S. Larkey's chapter, "Thou shalt not commit adultery," in the Unified Theory of You, provides an epic and illuminating exploration of this foundational commandment. By seamlessly integrating spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical insights, the chapter delves into the profound depths of marital fidelity and the sanctity of relationships. Rooted in the intrinsic connection to Earth, the third dimension, and the divine attributes of beauty, This commandment transcends mere moral injunction, offering a transformative perspective on human relationships and spiritual growth. The commandment, "Thou shalt not commit adultery," is intrinsically linked to terrestrial matters and the realm of the third dimension. This association with the planet Earth underscores the commandment's profound connection to both the physical and metaphysical heart. Earth, as the realm of tangible existence, represents our immediate reality, while the metaphysical heart symbolizes our deeper spiritual connections. Larky's interpretation extends this connection to Saturn, emphasizing the supersymmetry between honoring the Sabbath and refraining from adultery. This divine correlation highlights the sanctity of words and actions. By honoring the Sabbath, individuals inherently honor their marital vows, ensuring that their words and deeds align with truth and fidelity. The chapter emphasizes that marriage serves a divine purpose, transcending mere social or physical union. It is a sacred bond that fosters spiritual growth and personal development. Despite the challenges that marriage might present, these difficulties are seen as opportunities for transformative growth. They allow individuals to cultivate a profound understanding of truth and a deep sense of love and appreciation for their partners. In times of conflict or hardship, seeking solace outside the marital union diminishes the potential for meaningful learning and personal growth. The prohibition against adultery, therefore, is not a restrictive decree, but a divine mandate aimed at promoting well-being and spiritual evolution. It underscores the importance of enduring and overcoming challenges within the marriage, reinforcing the sanctity and purpose of this union. Larky brilliantly elucidates the clandestine nature of adulterous acts. Adultery is typically executed in secrecy, avoiding the divine light and evading the watchful gaze of the divine. This act of deception is fundamentally an avoidance of divine observation, symbolizing a retreat into metaphorical darkness. The chapter delves into the socio-cultural implications of adultery, highlighting the societal tendency to blame the married party involved in extramarital relationships. However, Larky shifts the focus to the unmarried individual who initiates the affair, emphasizing their significant liability. This perspective underscores the violation of sovereign integrity and the sanctity of the marital bond. The sovereignty of marriage. Marriage is depicted as the unification of two entities into one singular entity. When an unmarried individual attempts to disrupt this unity, it is not merely an invasion of a sovereign space, but an act of destruction against the very essence of this union. The chapter explores the implications of this act, emphasizing the profound violation of the marital bond and the inherent principles of oneness. Interestingly, the chapter discusses scenarios where a marital partner grants explicit consent for their spouse to engage in sexual relations with another individual. Such actions, when carried out with transparency and mutual agreement, are not classified as adulterous. This notion is exemplified through the biblical account of Abraham and Sarah, where Abraham's relations with Sarah's handmaid were conducted under Sarah's guidance, thus not constituting adultery. The emotional and spiritual impact of adultery. Adultery inflicts significant emotional harm on the aggrieved party, but the chapter profoundly notes that the damage to the individual committing the act is often more profound. By betraying their spouse, individuals compromise their relationship with the divine light, sinking further into darkness. This act of betrayal not only affects their marital relationship, but also their spiritual journey and connection to the divine. The chapter underscores the importance of embodying integrity, respecting not only one's conjugal partner, but also the transcendent. This approach fosters authentic marital associations, characterized by profound affection and aesthetic richness. Connecting to the broader spiritual framework. As the discourse progresses to the subsequent precept associated with the celestial body of Venus and the second dimension, Larky draws parallels between the prohibition against adultery and the commandment, "Thou shalt not steal." Adultery, in essence, is a form of theft, perpetrated by the extramarital individual who engages in a clandestine liaison with a person committed to the sanctity of matrimonial unity. This transgression disrupts the principles of oneness, highlighting the interconnectedness of all commandments within the divine framework. Conclusion. In the Unified Theory of You, L.S. Larky's exploration of the commandment, "Thou shalt not commit adultery," is both profound and transformative. The chapter offers a rich, illuminating interpretation that integrates spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical insights, providing a comprehensive understanding of this ancient edict. By emphasizing the sacredness of marriage, the importance of integrity, and the interconnectedness of divine principles, Larky challenges readers to embrace the sanctity of relationships and strive for spiritual enlightenment. This chapter stands as a beacon of light, guiding readers towards a deeper appreciation of marital fidelity and the divine purpose of human connections. It encourages us to honor the sacred bond of marriage, recognizing its role in our spiritual journey and the broader cosmic order. Through this stellar and illuminating exploration, Larky invites us to transcend our limitations, protect the sanctity of marriage, and fulfill our divine purpose in harmony with the Creator's plan. Larky's chapter, "Thou shalt not steal," presents an epic and illuminating exploration of this commandment. By seamlessly integrating spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical insights, the chapter delves into the profound depths of personal integrity and the sanctity of ownership. Rooted in the intrinsic connection to Venus, the second dimension, and the divine attribute of splendor, this commandment transcends mere legalistic prohibition, offering a transformative perspective on human relationships, community, and spiritual growth. The commandment, "Thou shalt not steal," is intrinsically linked to the celestial body of Venus, which symbolizes love, beauty, and harmony. This connection to Venus underscores the commandment's profound relationship to the second dimension and the divine attribute of splendor. In the cosmic dance of existence, Venus represents the allure of the tangible and the splendor of rightful possession. Larky's interpretation extends this connection to the law of unity and sovereignty, emphasizing that theft is not just a physical act, but a violation of the divine order. This divine law, far from being restrictive, serves our well-being by guiding us towards justice and away from judgment. It is through compliance with this law that we find transcendence and liberation. The chapter emphasizes that theft is fundamentally an act of evasion, a retreat from the divine gaze and a denial of our true selves. In committing theft, individuals not only take what is not theirs, but also hide from the constant divine watchfulness. This act of taking surreptitiously reflects a deeper inner turmoil and a failure to recognize the omniscience of the divine. Larky brilliantly connects this commandment to the broader societal and communal responsibilities. By invoking the wisdom of Solomon, the chapter expands our understanding of theft beyond individual acts to encompass societal and national dimensions. This perspective invites us to consider how our actions impact the collective, highlighting the importance of integrity and honesty in building a just and harmonious society. The implications of this commandment have inspired influential intellectuals throughout history, including Karl Marx, whose Communist Manifesto envisioned a society where all goods were communally owned. In such a society, the concept of theft would be obsolete, as everything would belong to everyone. However, Larky points out that humanity has chosen a different path, one that involves placing faith in the divine rather than in human constructs. This journey, fraught with dangers and difficulties, often brings us face to face with the divine, stripped of other refuges. While a perfectly collective society might offer contentment and safety, it might not foster the highest order of spiritual beings. True growth often emerges from struggle, and it is within these trials that we find truth. Larky's exploration of theft extends beyond the physical realm to encompass the theft of sovereignty and reputation, seamlessly transitioning to the commandment against bearing false witness. The chapter's brilliance lies in its exploration of theft as a multifaceted transgression. Beyond the physical act of taking what is not ours, theft includes encroachments on another's sovereignty and the tarnishing of an individual's reputation through falsehoods. This broader perspective invites readers to reflect on how their actions, even those that may seem insignificant, can have profound implications on others and the community. Larky underscores the importance of recognizing the value of what we possess and respecting the possessions of others. By honoring the sanctity of ownership, we acknowledge the divine order and our place within it. This respect for ownership is not just about material possessions, but extends to the intangible, such as trust, reputation, and integrity. In ancient times, the greatest theft of all was the theft of a baby, as vividly illustrated in the story of the Wisdom of Solomon, where one woman stole another woman's child. During those days, there was no such thing as genetic testing, making the abduction of a baby the most profound violation of personal sovereignty and trust. Venus, associated with the womb and the second dimension, symbolizes this deep connection to life and creation. Moreover, Venus is supersymmetric to Uranus, the planet representing the divine attribute of understanding. This supersymmetry means that a woman's love for her child is divine providence in action. The bond between a mother and her child is a sacred contract, forged in the heavens and manifested on earth. Therefore, stealing a child is not merely a physical crime, it is a grievous violation of this divine law. It disrupts the sacred harmony and understanding that exists between a mother and her child, a bond that is honored and protected by the divine. This commandment thus encourages us not only to refrain from stealing another's child, but also to cultivate a profound understanding of the sanctity of life and the immense spiritual and emotional bonds it encompasses. This deeper insight into the commandment underscores the importance of respecting the sacredness of creation and the divine plan that each life represents. It reminds us that every life is a unique manifestation of divine will, and by honoring this principle, we align ourselves with the higher truths of the universe and foster a world grounded in respect and reverence for all beings. The chapter "Thou Shalt Not Steal" challenges readers to reflect on their personal integrity and the broader implications of their actions. By emphasizing the divine law's role in guiding us towards justice and away from judgment, Larky invites readers to consider how adherence to this commandment can lead to personal and spiritual growth. The exploration of this commandment is deeply transformative, offering a unique perspective on how theft disrupts the divine order and impacts our journey towards enlightenment. By recognizing the sacredness of ownership and the importance of integrity, readers are encouraged to strive for a higher understanding of their actions and their impact on others. As we contemplate the commandment, "Thou shalt not steal," we are invited to reflect on our place in the universe and our responsibilities towards others. This commandment, rooted in the cosmic principles of Venus and the second dimension, challenges us to rise above our base instincts and embrace a path of justice, compassion, and spiritual enlightenment. Larky's interpretation of this commandment offers a rich, illuminating perspective that integrates spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical wisdom. It encourages readers to recognize the interconnectedness of all things and to honor the divine essence within every soul. By adhering to this commandment, we not only respect the sanctity of ownership, but also align our actions with the divine plan, fostering a harmonious and just society. In L.S. Larkey's exploration of the commandment, "Thou shalt not steal," is both profound and transformative. The chapter offers a stellar and illuminating interpretation that delves into the spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical dimensions of this ancient edict. By emphasizing the sacredness of ownership, the importance of integrity, and the broader societal implications of theft, Larkey challenges readers to reflect on their actions and their impact on others. This chapter stands as a beacon of light, guiding readers towards a deeper understanding of personal integrity and the sanctity of relationships. It encourages us to honor the divine order, recognizing the profound implications of our actions and striving for spiritual growth. Through this epic exploration, Larkey invites us to transcend our limitations, protect the sanctity of ownership, and fulfill our divine purpose in harmony with the Creator's plan. By embracing the principles outlined in this commandment, we are called to create a world where justice and compassion prevail, and where the splendor of Venus shines through our actions and relationships. This commandment, rooted in the cosmic dance of existence, serves as a reminder of the divine law that guides us towards unity and sovereignty, leading us on a path of enlightenment and transcendence. Larkey's chapter, "You Shall Not Covet," is a masterful exploration of the profound depths of human desire and the spiritual consequences of covetousness. By seamlessly integrating spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical insights, L.S. Larkey unveils the intricate layers of this commandment, rooted in the celestial influence of Pluto, the fifth dimension, and the divine attribute of the crown. This commandment transcends mere ethical guidance, offering a transformative perspective on the interplay between the physical and spiritual realms, and the path to true enlightenment. The commandment, "You shall not covet," is uniquely linked to Pluto, the fifth dimension, and the divine attribute of the crown. Pluto, often associated with transformation and the unseen forces of the universe, governs the hidden aspects of desire and ambition. This celestial body's connection to the fifth dimension signifies the commandment's profound influence over both the physical and spiritual realms. The crown, representing the pinnacle of divine attributes, oversees all other qualities, emphasizing the comprehensive nature of this commandment. A central theme in this chapter is the distinction between desire and love. The journey towards spirituality is centered around oneness and seeking unity with the Creator. Coveting spiritual secrets for their own sake equates to living in darkness, just as an excessive craving for physical possessions reflects a lack of genuine love for the world. L.S. Larkey emphasizes that the essence of this commandment is about focus and purpose, guiding us toward enlightenment by encouraging righteous intent and balance between the spiritual and physical realms. This commandment serves as a divine outreach, aiding us in finding our path by instructing us not to allow distractions and to maintain focus on truth and the law. Each individual's journey is unique, yet intrinsically linked to the collective journey of mankind. Larkey delves deeply into the concept of the law of one, which is central to understanding this commandment. When we covet out of envy or jealousy, we violate this fundamental law and create a barrier between ourselves and the spiritual kingdom. It is not wrong to desire success, wealth, or personal growth, but the motivation behind these desires is crucial. Pursuing wealth for power, admiration, or control violates the law of oneness and leads to spiritual exclusion. Instead, L.S. Larkey encourages us to seek our own paths to happiness and focus on what genuinely brings us joy. By pursuing our dreams and aspirations, we discover our true desires, rather than emulating the successes of others. This approach fosters personal growth and aligns us with the divine purpose, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and enlightened existence. A particularly enlightening aspect of this chapter is the emphasis on the divine covenant. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. L.S. Larkey highlights the importance of rejoicing in the blessings of others and offering sincere congratulations and blessings. By doing so, we align ourselves with divine grace and open the door to receiving similar blessings in our own lives. This attitude of genuine happiness for others fosters a sense of community and interconnectedness, reinforcing the law of one. You shall not covet challenges. Readers to reflect on their deepest desires and motivations. By understanding the broader implications of covetousness, L.S. Larkey invites readers to transcend their base instincts and embrace a path of spiritual enlightenment. This commandment, rooted in the cosmic principles of Pluto and the fifth dimension, encourages us to rise above envy and jealousy and to focus on our unique journeys towards unity with the divine. L.S. Larkey's interpretation offers a rich, illuminating perspective that integrates spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical wisdom. It encourages readers to recognize the interconnectedness of all things and to honor the divine essence within every soul. By adhering to this commandment, we not only respect the sanctity of ownership and individuality, but also align our actions with the divine plan, fostering a harmonious and just society. In L.S. Larkey's exploration of the commandment, "You shall not covet," is both profound and transformative. The chapter offers a stellar and illuminating interpretation that delves into the spiritual, astrological, and metaphysical dimensions of this ancient edict. By emphasizing the importance of righteous intent, the distinction between desire and love, and the broader societal implications of covetousness, L.S. Larkey challenges readers to reflect on their motivations and their impact on others. This chapter stands as a beacon of light, guiding readers towards a deeper understanding of personal integrity and the sanctity of relationships. It encourages us to honor the divine order, recognizing the profound implications of our desires and striving for truth and balance in all our interactions. Through this epic exploration, L.S. Larkey invites us to transcend our limitations, protect the sanctity of our journey, and fulfill our divine purpose in harmony with the Creator's plan. By embracing the principles outlined in this commandment, we are called to create a world where genuine love, respect, and spiritual integrity prevail. This commandment, rooted in the cosmic dance of existence, serves as a reminder of the divine law that guides us towards unity and enlightenment, leading us on a path of transcendence and ultimate fulfillment.